Hi guys, today we are going to take a look at some of the food and restaurant options at Beaches Turks and Caicos, which is one of the top all-inclusive family resorts in the Caribbean. First night, we started at Soy Sushi Bar, which is an outdoor restaurant open for dinner in the French Village. We had my favorite drink, the sake cruise, edamame, salmon carpaccio, a bunch of different sushi rolls, and a sushi bowl, and everything was really delicious. After Soy, we headed over to the Cricketers Pub, which is a British-style pub offering lunch and dinner, and they also have a late-night menu, which you can pause to read. This is located in the Italian Village. They have music at night, some trivia, some DJs. You can just enjoy drinks at the bar if you want, if you're not in the mood to eat a full meal. Each day, my favorite place to go to is Cafe de Paris, which is open all day and serves different style coffees, lattes, pastries, desserts, cookies, fruit. They have seating both inside and outside, and it has a cute Parisian cafe theme located in the French Village at the hotel. All the coffees and lattes can be served hot or iced, and you can see here they have all different flavors that you can enjoy with your snack. They even have different types of sweet crepes you can enjoy, which they serve in the afternoon that we love to get. I loved getting lunch at Neptunes. It was probably one of my favorite and is located right off the beach in the Key West Village. It's also open for breakfast and dinner. The lunch menu is a bunch of different sandwiches, salads, burgers, desserts. Everything tasted really fresh. I did ask them to substitute a piece of grilled fish on the fattoush salad, which they were happy to do, and we had a shrimp bruschetta and a Greek salad with chicken. They have a few food and bar trucks scattered throughout the resorts, and the Mr. Mac food truck with mac and cheese is definitely my favorite. You can find this right by the water park, which is super convenient for lunch or a snack after having fun there. The seating is all outside, and we had the taco mac, my favorite fried mac and cheese balls, and the deluxe cheeseburger mac, which they serve on a hamburger bun with a pickle. After we ate, we had a couple visitors come by our table looking for some of our leftovers, and they were scattered throughout the water park also. Another choice for coffees is Jojo Java in the Italian Village, but I definitely preferred the coffee at Cafe de Paris over this one. They had seating both inside and outside here, and it was one of the most crowded places that I saw on the property. Connected to Jojo Java in the same building, they have Yoyo Froyo. These names are some tongue twisters, and this has self-serve frozen yogurt. I noticed that the staff was really keeping this place very clean. It was a great treat. They really had a lot of flavors to choose from and a bunch of different toppings that you can add. I noticed that the kids really loved having unlimited frozen yogurt throughout the day, and they even outside had this really cute kids seating area with small bench and chairs, as well as the adult seating area where you could sit for your coffee or frozen yogurt. I love getting Caribbean food when I'm at an all-inclusive, and Sapodillas was a fancier dinner option, which is available for ages 12 and up only, no young kids, and is located in the Caribbean Village. They had some nice seafood and meat options, and all the menus also note which options are vegan or vegetarian. Here we had the Caribbean-style couscous with roasted chicken and a beef tenderloin for dinner, followed by the baked coconut custard and banana rum tart for dessert. This was definitely one of my favorite dinners on property. Barefoot by the Sea is a fun experience in the Italian Village, which is available for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You actually sit at your table in the sand, so keep that in mind for accessibility needs, since it could be hard to walk on. This is nice for a lighter lunch by the sea. You can see here that we got a salad, fish tacos, and a club sandwich for lunch that we enjoyed. Breakfast at Schooners was a great a la carte option in the Caribbean Village with beautiful views and sounds of the waves as you're eating outside. We had an omelet, pancakes, and some of the sides, which were all served with a delicious Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee, which is the standard coffee that they serve at Beaches and Sandals Resort. I really wish we had a chance to come here for dinner, but we did run out of time. Bobby D's is open almost all day and night right by the water park in the big pirate ship. The theme here is so fun. It's like an old 50s style diner with different types of burgers, wings, nachos, hot dogs. They had a great kids menu if you're having trouble finding something your kids would like. The seating area is inside the actual pirate ship, and they really stick to the theme here, which I appreciate. Reminds me of Disney World. They even had a kids seating area with smaller tables and chairs and a TV with kids shows playing if you need a moment to decompress and let your kids just sit and enjoy. Dino's Pizzeria serves brick oven style pizza behind the Italian Village for lunch and dinner. The seating here is all outside, and the dinner menu is a bit more extensive than the lunch menu. We had the arancini, the caprese salad, and customized two pizzas for dinner. For lunch, you cannot customize your toppings. They have a set menu, but for dinner, you can customize. Our last meal at Beaches Turks and Caicos was at Giuseppe's Italian restaurant, which has a buffet available for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Note that even though this is an Italian restaurant, it's located in the French Village. And they have a different Italian restaurant called Mario's in the Italian Village, which has breakfast buffet or a la carte dinner. Giuseppe's lunch buffet really had a little bit of everything: soups, pasta, pizza, salad, fruit, dessert. So everyone in your family should be able to find something that they like. Overall, I really enjoyed all the food at Beaches, and I really loved how many choices were available. There were even a bunch more restaurants that we didn't get to on the 4-night trip, including all the new ones that are coming to Treasure Beach Village in March 2026. Which restaurant would you try for your upcoming Caribbean vacation? Let me know below. Thanks so much for watching, and see you soon. Bye!